Once again, Meghan Markle proves that when it comes to drama and controversy, she's the undisputed queen. This time, her questionable parenting choices have sparked outrage, and it's poor Archie who's caught in the middle. From bizarre last-minute changes to his birth certificate to the shady secrecy surrounding her children's births, Meghan's behavior has left royal watchers and experts horrified. Even Lady Colin Campbell has called her out for being calculating and demanded absolute proof of the births. So what's the real story behind the chaos? And why does it always seem like Meghan's ambition comes before her own children's well-being? Meghan Markle's parenting has sparked fierce backlash, and no one's more vocal about it than Lady Colin Campbell. She's called Meghan's approach to raising Archie deeply chilling. And honestly, it's hard to disagree. Royal watchers and child development experts alike are raising serious concerns, noticing troubling signs in their mother-son relationship. Campbell doesn't hold back, claiming Archie is under rigid control. A recent Instagram video set off alarm bells when the young boy displayed what she described as extreme compliance and fear. Behavior experts warn is far from typical for a child his age. Campbell paints a disturbing picture of a child who seems overeager and terrified of making a wrong move, suggesting Archie's every action revolves around pleasing his mother and avoiding conflict. But this isn't just Campbell's observation. Even child development specialists have pointed out the red flags. Archie's docile behavior and constant need for approval are seen as unhealthy for his emotional growth. Despite the glossy image Meghan tries to project of their idyllic Montecito life, these patterns hint at something far darker behind closed doors. Sure, there are stories of Archie enjoying outdoor activities and tending to his garden, but are these genuine moments of childhood joy, or just part of the carefully curated image Meghan wants the world to see? Even his sweet rituals like greeting trees with "Hi, Mama," "Hi, Papa," seem more like an eerie reflection of the control Meghan exerts over his life. The criticism surrounding Meghan Markle's parenting choices just keeps growing, and Lady Colin Campbell isn't the only one speaking out. As more troubling details about Archie's upbringing emerge, the question becomes impossible to ignore. Is Meghan's so-called modern approach truly about nurturing, or is it just a disturbing display of control masked as motherhood? This debate isn't going away anytime soon, and we want to hear from you. Do you think there's cause for concern here, or is there more to the story? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your voice matters. And if there's a topic you'd like us to cover, don't hesitate to let us know. Your feedback helps shape our content, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates. Now, let's dive back into today's discussion. Once again, Meghan Markle's parenting choices are raising eyebrows. And this time, the worries go far beyond the usual royal drama. Archie's development seems to be happening in an environment shaped more by Meghan's obsession with control and PR than any real concern for his emotional well-being. Let's talk about the alarming isolation this poor child faces. Meghan herself admits Archie has limited interaction with kids his age. But whose fault is that? Their so-called high-profile status apparently makes normal childhood experiences impossible. But plenty of other celebrity parents manage just fine. It seems less about safety and more about Meghan's relentless need to keep him sheltered and curated for the perfect public image. As if that wasn't enough, the modern parenting experiment gets even darker. Archie's rare appearances show a child too eager to please, sparking real concern from child development experts. Prince Harry keeps pushing his social media paranoia, comparing it to lead exposure. But maybe the real danger isn't online. Maybe it's the claustrophobic control happening right at home. And let's not forget the identity confusion Meghan's created. Archie is growing up between two very different worlds. Yet instead of helping him embrace his heritage, his parents seem more focused on their never-ending victim narrative. Even before he was born, Meghan's public complaints and constant drama put a spotlight on his identity. Not exactly the recipe for a confident, well-adjusted child. The so-called normal life Meghan and Harry claim they want for Archie? A total illusion. Instead of giving him the chance to grow up grounded, they've isolated him in their glitzy Montecito bubble, cutting him off from both his royal roots and a typical childhood. Even Meghan's desperate attempts to control his social environment show more about her need for image management than any real interest in his development. So where does this leave Archie? Caught in the crossfire of his parents' drama, deprived of genuine social experiences, and carrying the weight of their never-ending quest for attention. And while Meghan and Harry are busy turning pain into purpose through their endless media projects, you have to wonder, when will they start focusing on the actual well-being of their child? When it comes to Meghan Markle's parenting style, the more we hear, the more alarm bells start ringing. Royal staff members have finally broken their silence, and the picture they paint of Archie's early life is far from the fairy tale Meghan tries to sell. At first, Meghan's arrival was seen as a breath of fresh air. But that didn't last long. Staff members quickly noticed her unpredictable behavior. Overly friendly one moment, snapping the next when things didn't go her way. It wasn't long before her hands-on American approach clashed with the time-honored traditions of the royal household, creating chaos behind palace doors. Let's not forget Meghan's well-earned nickname among staff, the Duchess of Difficult. And while a few tried to defend her, most saw through her relentless need for control. Her attempts to bend royal protocols to her will weren't seen as modernizing. They were seen as self-serving and disruptive. Even Meghan's overly familiar behavior raised eyebrows. Hugging and cheek-kissing might fly in Hollywood, but in the dignified world of the royals, it only added to the awkwardness. This clumsy attempt to rewrite centuries of tradition only deepened the rift between Meghan and palace staff. Lauren Kumalo, Archie's former nanny, offers a rare glimpse into their private life. And surprise, it's nothing like the polished PR image Meghan puts out. Sure, both parents helped with morning routines and took Archie on regular walks, but the picture of warm, involved parenting only goes so far. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, Archie and Lilibet's disturbing isolation. The children have barely any connection to their British heritage. Lilibet hasn't even met her grandfather, King Charles III, a man who lives just 70 miles from Meghan's father, whom she's also completely cut off. Cultural experts are worried. The kids are growing up in a California bubble, completely disconnected from their royal roots. Experts warn this portable identity, being forced to shift between two vastly different worlds, could lead to emotional confusion and identity struggles. One thing's clear, Meghan runs a tight ship, and not in a good way. Her iron-fisted control over her family's image leaves little room for genuine connection. Even behind the scenes, staff saw what they call a messiah complex, an obsession with positioning herself as the royal family's savior, no matter the cost. This clash of worlds and egos leaves us wondering how much damage is being done to Archie and Lilibet's emotional development and sense of identity. With their parents' constant need for control and media attention, it's the children who seem to be paying the highest price. When child development specialists and cultural experts start sounding alarms, you know something's seriously wrong. And once again, Meghan Markle's unconventional parenting style is at the center of the controversy. Experts are raising red flags, and the potential damage to Archie's future well-being is deeply troubling. Psychologists see the warning signs. Dr. Donna Rockwell, a clinical psychologist specializing in celebrity mental health, makes it crystal clear. Children need steady emotional support and clear boundaries. Two things Meghan's chaotic parenting style seems to lack. Alexandra Cromer, a professional parenting counselor, warns that sharing a last name doesn't magically create a bond. A pointed jab at Meghan's obsession with image over substance. Even psychotherapist Nicholas Hardy weighs in, emphasizing that children thrive on stability, not shallow symbolism. Yet, Meghan's constant quest for control and reinvention could undermine Archie's emotional foundation and leave him adrift in his own identity. A cultural crisis is in the making. Cultural experts see Archie's isolation from his royal roots as nothing short of alarming. Amanda DeLuca, founder of the parenting platform Riley, underscores how children need tangible connections to their heritage, something Archie is being denied. The lack of meaningful time with extended family, weak ties to British culture, limited socialization with children his own age, and complete detachment from royal traditions paint a troubling picture of his upbringing. Michael Cole, a veteran royal reporter for the BBC, goes even further. He calls out the bizarre secrecy surrounding Archie's early life, starting with that now infamous Windsor photo call, where Meghan and Harry kept their son hidden from view, fueling suspicion and creating even more distance from his royal heritage. The long-term consequences experts predict can't be ignored. The fallout from Meghan's parenting approach could haunt Archie for years to come. Celebrity psychologist Joe Hemmings sees troubling patterns of control, noting that Meghan's tight grip on every aspect of family life has already isolated Prince Harry from his support system. And who's next in line for that same fate? Sadly, all signs point to Archie. Parenting expert Kirsty Ketley questions whether Meghan's advice is even realistic for ordinary families. And frankly, many parents agree. Claire Crick, a working mom, admits she felt inferior and like a rubbish parent after watching Meghan's tone-deaf parenting demonstrations. Let's not forget the clash of educational backgrounds. Meghan's college degree and elite ambitions seem to shape her plans for the children's future. But where does Prince Harry's more laid-back approach fit in? The result? A household divided and children caught in the crossfire. Experts warn that Meghan's portable identity approach, shuffling her children between different cultural worlds without grounding them in any one of them, could seriously weaken their emotional development. As Archie grows up in California's celebrity bubble, the chances of him understanding his royal heritage or forming authentic connections to his British roots grow slimmer by the day. So, with all these shocking details and endless questions, you have to wonder, what's going on behind closed doors? Is this just more of Meghan's obsession with image and control? Or is there something even darker at play? One thing's for sure, the more we learn, the more disturbing it gets. What do you think about Meghan's parenting choices? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates and royal revelations.